Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comedy Sports! Have we got an exciting matchup for you tonight? Your Milwaukee Sparklers versus your Milwaukee Dendrites. First up for the Dendrites at offensive halfwit, Mike D-Day Durenberg. Over at wide punster, Deborah, the evidence is circumstantial. And at dry humor position and captain of the Dendrites, Dave, welcome to Hogwarts. Now I'd like to introduce your Sparklers. Over at right corner smirk, Michael Kitty Cat Kittleson. At defensive lip-off, Julie Ferris of them all, Tillman. And at quarter brain and captain of the Sparklers, Alicia All Better Altstetter. And finally, your referee for tonight's matchup, Mark the Biscuit Redlick. Please enjoy the show.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Comedy Sports, another fun-filled Friday extravaganza of improv glory. Thank you for joining us this evening. Before we get started with this evening's match, for those of you who haven't seen Comedy Sports before in the virtual format or at all, what you're about to see tonight is competitive team comprovisation. Now, in English, what that means is that there will be two teams of athletes competing on screen in scenes and games. Sometimes I like to say it together so it becomes games, but scenes and games based on suggestions by you, our loyal fans. So we're going to get you guys warmed up a little bit here, get you used to typing suggestions into that chat there on YouTube. So for the first suggestion, what I'd like for you guys is start typing in your favorite color. All right, so type in your favorite color and then follow it up with your favorite tree. All right, your favorite color and your favorite tree. Get those in the chat now. We're going to take a few seconds and let those load up there, and then we're going to check in with our field manager, FM, to see what you guys are suggesting right now. Now, since this is a competition, there are some fouls and penalties that may happen during this evening's match. It is my job as the referee to acquaint you with those fouls before we proceed. First foul that can be called at Comedy Sports is the infamous brown bag foul. Everybody do that with me. Put your hands up over your head, wherever you are, and go brown bag foul. Very good. I felt that energy from you. Nice. So the brown bag foul occurs when one of the players who's on screen or on camera at this time says something that is lewd, crude, lascivious, downright dirty, but most importantly, it is out of context with the rest of the scene. Now, the key phrase is out of context. Comedy Sports is a family show. We want to try and challenge ourselves and keep the jokes from the waist up. So if I see or hear anything that I deem to be overtly poopy, the offending player will have to wear a brown paper bag over his or her head for the remainder of that scene, and that player's team loses 1 point. That's the brown bag foul. The second foul that we can call at a Comedy Sports match is the groaner foul. Wherever you guys are, choke yourself for the ones you love. Whoever's around you, go ahead and do it. Here we go. The groaner foul. Very good. Groaner foul occurs when one of the players says something that basically amounts to a bad pun. It insults your comedy intelligence. It makes you guys audibly groan in pain wherever you're at, and you have to let us know about that by typing in groan into the chat. So if I see a bunch of groans coming into the chat, we will halt play. We will call the groaner foul on that offending player and force that player at the end of the scene or game to apologize to you, the audience, for making you groan. I'll then ask you if you accept or decline that person's apology. If you guys decline that person's apology, then that player's team loses 1 point. Let's check in with Dr. Voice for a good example of a groaner foul. Dr. Voice.
Yes, hi, Mark.
You have an example of the groaner foul.
Absolutely. You know, Mark, I recently quit my job as a mailman.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I looked at the first letter and I just said, this isn't for me.
Okay.
Pretty. Yeah.
That is a really good example of a groaner foul. So If you guys didn't like that joke, if you thought it was a bad dad joke or something like that, you need to type in groan into the chat box now, and we would force Dr. Voice in this case to apologize to you guys for making you groan. Let's check in with FM to see if, first of all, have people groaned at that groaner foul?
Oh, they will be. That is for sure.
They haven't yet. But what was their favorite color? Give me some of those colors that came through.
Oh, sure. William gave us clear. Dick gave us red. Peggy beige. Antoinette gave us green. We got purple from Sue. Plaid from Zor Monkey. Oh, and green from Eric Trumpet.
And the first one we got was clear, the absence of color. That's interesting. All right. Did we get the absence of tree for favorite tree too?
No, but William did give us shoe as his favorite tree.
Shoe, the shoe tree. I don't know what to even say about that, so I'm not going to say anything. All right, so we would take those suggestions and use that in our scene or game. Hopefully those groans are coming through and you guys are all warmed up at giving suggestions. So I'm all warmed up. Players are warmed up. Let's start this match by getting the captains at center field, please. So wherever you're at, give a round of applause, wave your fingers in the air, show your appreciation in the chat as we welcome our captains to center field. Here's Captain Wirtz, Captain Alstetter, Captain Wirtz. Please, we can't shake hands, but wave to each other in the sign of good sportsmanship, a virtual high five. Excellent. Now, I do not have a coin for the coin toss this evening because I am broke and I haven't been actually around people for a year now. So, in lieu of a coin toss, we are going to do a brief round of rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to choose what they'd like to open this evening's match with. I need captains to be ready. Captain Wirtz, we'll go to you first. Rock, paper, or scissors on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
This is pre-recorded, so I know.
All right, so Captain Alstetter, we come to you now. 1, 2, 3. That's paper. Paper covers rock. You have won the face-off challenge, and you can challenge the Dendrite team to any game of your devising.
Well, we challenge the blue team to the very difficult and not often played game of Logic Train.
Ooh, you've been challenged to a Logic Train. Do you accept?
I've never played it. Sure.
I've never refed it. This should be fun. All right, for the game of Logic Train, what's going to happen is all the players will be up here on the playing field. And what I need you guys to do right now is in the chat, start typing in a category, all right? Some type of topic that's going to have a lot of things associated with that topic. So it could be like type of food, something like that. For example, could be colors of the rainbow. What's going to happen is all the players will be on the playing field. I will call out one of their names and they have to give one thing that pertains to that suggestion. So if it was color of the rainbow, they might say yellow. Or they could say red, or they could say blue. Now, if they say something else and I want to change the category, I will say which is also, and then that player has to give a different category that would apply to. So if a player says blue and I say which is also, they could say a type of cheese. And now the category is a type of cheese, and we will continue giving types of cheese. Now, this is an elimination game, so players will be eliminated. Obviously, if they do not give a suggestion that fits that category, they will be out of there. If I ask which is also, and they cannot come up with a suitable other category, they will be out of there. If they hesitate for too long after I have called their name, they will be out of there. If I get sick of looking at them for any reason, they will be out of there. I am drunk with power and Jim Beam and not to be played with tonight. All right, so the team with players remaining at the end of this game will receive 5 points. Let's check in with FM and see what that first category is.
Oh, we got some good ones. Carlson gave us cheese. Sue gave us books. I think we're going to go with Antoinette, who gave us Care Bears.
Care Bears. So we have Care Bears, something I am not going to be able to judge very well, but Care Bears is our first category. This is the game of Logic Train. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Julie.
Care Bear.
Durenberg.
Share Bear.
Wirtz.
Sunshine Bear.
Alicia.
Tenderheart Bear.
Which is also...
A Elvis Presley song.
Ooh, Elvis Presley songs. Continue. Michael. Kittleson.
Jailhouse Rock.
Deborah.
Blue suede shoes.
Deborah.
Talk to me now.
I'm not familiar with Talk to Me Now as an Elvis tune. I'm sorry, Deborah. Deborah is out of there. Let's get a new category from FM here. Keep typing them in the chat, by the way, guys.
Ooh, we've got a good one from Sue. We've got animals.
Animals. Okay, animals is our new category. Let's start with Dernberg.
Tiger.
Warts.
Pangolin.
Alicia.
Polar bear.
Julie.
Kangaroo.
Which is also,
What I saw at the zoo last week.
okay, Kittleson.
Birds.
Dernberg.
A fat guy eating ice cream.
Kittleson.
Bird. More birds.
Sorry, birds is a repeat. So Michael Kittleson is out of there. Let's get a new category from FM.
All right, let's go with museums. Chris gave us museums.
Museums. All right, museums. Julie.
The Spy Museum.
Alicia.
Art.
Dernberg.
Harley.
Which is also,
A motorcycle.
all right, Warts.
Yamaha.
All right, Alicia.
BMW.
Warts.
Ninja.
Which is also,
A martial artist.
Julie.
Jackie Chan.
Dernberg.
Bruce Lee.
Warts.
Chow Yun Fat.
Alicia.
The Gracie family from Brazil that started jiu-jitsu.
Which is also,
World champions.
okay, Julie.
My speech team in high school.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, Dernberg.
The Packers at one point.
Julie.
The Brewers at one point.
No, I'm sorry. They were not world champions at any point. Unfortunately, as the Braves, yes, but as the Brewers, no. Let's get a new category.
All right, we've got musicals.
Musicals. All right. Dave.
Porgy and Bess.
Alicia.
The Fantastics.
Dernberg.
West Side Story.
Alicia.
Les Miserables.
Dernberg.
Grease.
Warts.
Sound of Music.
Which is also,
Something that makes me happy.
all right, Alicia.
Professional wrestling makes Dave happy.
Dave.
Candy.
Dernberg.
The Golden Girls.
Dave.
Not taking insulin shots.
Dernberg.
I don't know him well enough beyond that. You're on
Oh,
my
you should know
team,
your captain.
Dernberg.
You should know your captain. Dernberg is out of there. We're down to our last two players. All right, so let's get one more category.
Oh, Chris has given us Dr. Seuss books.
Dr. Seuss books. Here we go. Alicia.
Cat in the Hat.
Dave.
3 Eggs and Ham.
Dave.
14 Years of Who.
Dave.
And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street.
Alicia.
The Butter Battle book.
Oh, which is also,
It's about Wisconsin around the turn of the century when dairy was king.
I don't think that's a category as far as I'm concerned. So I'm sorry, that is time. And the winners of the game are the Dendrites. They receive 5 points for the round of Logic Train.
I was ready for that with Old World Wisconsin.
I believe it. Unfortunately, that was more of a plot synopsis than it was a new category. So that is time. And Dr. Voice, what's the score?
Why, that brings the score to 5 for the Dendrites and 0 to the Sparklers in that lovely game of Logic Train.
All right, thank you, Dr. Voice. Let's come back to the Dendrite team. Captain Warts, you are in the lead at a score of 5-0, a commanding 5-0 lead. Pitching a shutout currently. You can choose now your own game for the round of You Can Choose Your Own Game.
We would like to play a game of pronunciation.
Pronunciation. All right, very good. So for the game of pronunciation, what I'm going to need from you guys, first of all, start typing in the chat. Give me an unusual type of small business. All right, I would like an unusual type of small business. Now, the game of pronunciation is a very simple game. The Dendrites are going to be performing for you a scene on your screen. At any point during the scene, I can blow the whistle and call out a player's name and the last word that they said, or one of the words that they had just said. They will have to come up with a new pronunciation for that word. And they need to keep coming up with pronunciations for that word that are different until they land on one that I like. When they land on one that I like, I'm going to blow the whistle again, repeat that new pronunciation, which is now the new pronunciation for that word for the rest of the scene. So as you can imagine, this is a very silly game, and it's only going to get sillier as we go. The game lasts for about 3 to 4 minutes. At the end of this game, we're going to see a different scene done by the Sparkler team, and then we're going to come to you guys, and you guys will vote to determine which team will receive 5 points for the round of You Can Choose Your Own Game. So let's check in with FM. FM, what kind of unusual small business do we have?
Oh, we've got a lot of good ones coming in. Chris gave us Soap Factory. Antoinette gave us Cereal Hoarders. We've got Fortune Cookie Bakery. Ashley gave us Blind Installation. Ashley has a toenail grooming. Brandon Welding Supply Store. Ashley Professional Chef. The thing that came up twice from Peggy and Sue, though, is Paperclip Factory.
Paperclip Factory. All right, so that's unusual that that would come up twice, actually. So I guess that means we have to take it.
Oh, yeah.
Paperclip Factory is what the scene will be about. Dendrites, this is the game of pronunciation. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Then begin.
Mike, fourth quarter projections are not looking good this year. I'm so frustrated. I can't keep all my paper together.
Perhaps if you tried my new design, the numbers would go up.
New design?
Yes.
Design, Dave.
Designate. Designate.
Designate.
Yes, my
Why haven't you told me about your designate yet?
Oh, I've been perfecting my designate for months now, and it's finally ready. See, instead of a regular loop, it looks like a kitty cat.
Michael, we need to designate a new designate. Something that has a little more pizzazz.
How can a kitty cat not have pizzazz?
Michael, look at you. You look ridiculous right now. Sweating profusely. It's just not you, so Mike.
I just sweat, okay?
It's okay, Mike. It's okay. These paper
Dave, Mike.
Mikhail, Michelob Ultra, Mac Daddy G-Mac.
Mac Daddy G-Mac.
Listen here, Mac Daddy G-Mac. We need to come together and formulate a better designate and get these things wrong. We need to see the Paperclip Witch.
The Paperclip Witch?
Yes,
My
yes.
God.
Bitch, Mike.
Waj. Woojie.
Woojie.
I never thought I'd get to meet the Paperclip Woojie.
Well, listen here. She's not really a Woogie, but she just has such good designates. Come with me. Come with me. Let's go.
Oh, the Paperclip Woojie. It is me, Mac Daddy G-Mac. I've been wanting to meet you so long.
Oh, Mac Daddy G-Mac, I saw your arrival in the tea leaves.
All right. Quit it with the poppin' circumstance. We have an issue.
We need a new design. Mine isn't going to work.
A new design, eh? Oh, I come from a long line of whooshes. and we have always made designates. Bap Daddy G-Mac and
All right.
Dave.
All right, Woogie. We need to know which Woogie. I mean, Woogie which. Dang it! I'm already confuzzled. Please tell us you have a new Dizine for us.
I do. Hold on. There's your designate.
It's
is
beautiful.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Mike.
Bodyful. Badoofity. Benefina.
Benefina.
Benefina? I hardly would think that Dizine is anything but Benefina. But practical? Yes. Way to go, Woogie.
If this isn't the most Benefina Dizine, then my name isn't Mac Daddy G-Mac.
MDGM, I need you to get off your butt.
Okay, that's time for the game of pronunciation by the Dendrites. Give them a round of applause, a wave of the fingers, or show your appreciation in the chat for that game. That is time for that game, though. We need to check in with the Sparklers. Sparklers, Captain Alicia, you now get to choose your game for the round of You Get to Choose Your Game.
Well, that game was so benefina. We can only follow it with the game of cue cards.
Cue cards, very good. For the game of cue cards, what I'm going to need from you guys now in the chat, please start typing in a unusual place to go on vacation. So don't give me the typical place like Hawaii or Aruba or Spain or France or something like that. Give me something a little more off the regular path here, all right? Something that's a little more obscure maybe. So an unusual vacation place. The Sparklers will do a scene about it. Now, at a point during their scene, the Sparklers are going to begin to hesitate. All right, when they do, they will be looking at a corresponding Dendrite player, and the Dendrite player will mouth the words to them a la a cue card, which the Sparklers will then have to interpret what the Dendrite player is actually mouthing to them, and then incorporate that into the rest of the scene. So again, a very simple game in principle, but a very silly game in practice. So the game will last for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then, as I said before, we're going to come to you guys, and you guys will determine which team you thought did a better job in the round. So right at the end of the Sparklers scene, I'm going to ask you to start typing in red or blue into the chat which team you thought did a better job in the round of You Can Choose a Game. And the team with the greatest amount of votes, as deemed by FM, will receive 5 points for the round. Let's check in with FM and see if we've got an unusual vacation place.
Oh, we certainly do. Just to list some of the things we've got and some of the great ones, we've got Brandon with Branson, Zor Monkey with Junkyard, Smishy with Carrollville. Ashley gave us a landfill sightseeing. She also gave us Wausau, Wisconsin. Antoinette said Bermuda Triangle. We've got a lot of really fun things here. Peggy gave us Clown Castle. Sure. And let's see here. I think we're going to go with William gave us Icelandic Volcano.
Icelandic Volcano. That sounds actually very, very cool. So the Sparkler scene will be about an Icelandic volcano. It's going to last for about 3 to 4 minutes. Let's get all the players up on screen. Sparklers, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then begin.
Honey,
Wow, honey, it's even more beautiful than I imagined.
I agree. Just the steam off the top of it and the way it kind of reflects in your eyes.
I was just about to say the same about your eyes. That's funny. But honey, I smell something. It smells kind of like chocolate crackers, you know, the ones that you used to make for New Year's Eve. It smells exactly like those, the burnt ones.
Oh, well, they're an Icelandic recipe, and I brought some with me for this little honeymoon camping trip that we're on.
Oh, wonderful. Wow, wow.
You know, I also brought some, bones and feathers. So we can do that little dance you do.
Julie, I didn't really want to let our hunting obsession affect our trip. You know, the bones and the feathers. And also I see you have a dog with a chain on it. You brought a dog with a chain on it?
This is my gift to you.
Honey,
Happy honeymoon.
happy honeymoon. Honey, there's a local vet that I need you to take that dog to, because in Iceland it's illegal to have dogs that aren't neutered or spayed.
Oh no, buddy. We'll go take care of that, honey. We'll be back.
Her name is Esmeralda Tilda. Esmeralda Tilda.
Oh, Esmeralda Tilda. Come
Icelandic.
on, go
You go
get-
find her, honey. I'll wait here at the top of the volcano.
Oh,
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 hi. Hi.
to Iceland. Welcome to my veterinary clinic. My name is Esmeralda Tilda. Welcome.
No, that's our dog's name. Esmeralda Tilda is my gift to my husband for our honeymoon, but she needs to be spayed.
Oh, that is so funny. Because a spirit visited me in my dreams last night and told me that a broom shall kill.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
see.
And I see that you are wanting to spay your doggy, which is very illegal here. And so I'm afraid I'm going to have to report you to the volcano.
Oh, no, don't do that. I won't get little Esmeralda Tilda spayed then. We'll just keep her safe and make sure there's no puppies. And I don't mind going back to the volcano. I wonder if you could just give me some more things for our picnic, like maybe a scythe to use to run with.
Listen, I think it's more than just fate that we both have the same name. I think the dog has to stay here with me. So I'm going to take this and offer you a very lengthy form to fill out that will take the remainder of your honeymoon to do.
Oh, I mean, that sounds romantic. That's like a project we could do together.
Honey,
Oh.
honey, I came running. I was waiting at the volcano for so long, and then I heard something about a form to fill out.
Yes.
Honey, that's
Esmeralda
wonderful.
Tilda.
That's wonderful. And I also found at the volcano, I found a chili with pepper. Honey, a chili with pepper, an Icelandic chili with pepper.
Oh, do we keep it or eat it? Keep it, eat it. It sounds amazing.
The chili with pepper. If you find that in the volcano, then you must eat it together.
Let's do that now, honey. Here, take yours.
I got it.
But let me beware, if you do, it may soften your cheeks.
Oh, what?
No!
Oh, you'll
Okay,
still-
that's time for the game of cue cards. We will not have any cheeks be softened here. All right, that is time for the game of cue cards. Start writing in the chat right now. Red, if you prefer the work of the sparklers in the game of cue cards. Blue, if you prefer the work of the dendrites in the game of pronunciation. Start typing in which team you thought did a better job in the round of You Can Choose Your Game. And we're going to give you a few seconds to type those in, and then we're going to check in with FM, who's going to tally up the votes and tell us which team got more votes. And then we'll check in with Dr. Voice, who does all the adding. It's a big team effort here at ComedySportz virtual Friday shows. All right, so let's check in with FM right now. FM.
Well, Mark, before we check in with FM, I have an announcement to make.
Well, Dr. Voice, you should make that announcement.
Why, it's a plug for our Facebook page. That's right. You can check out ComedySportz Milwaukee's Facebook page and find out every time we do a live show like these live shows that we're doing right now. You can also get information on our applied improv workshops and even our remote shows where we can have a private show for you or your business. Head over to our Facebook page or our website, cscmke.com. Thanks for letting me plug our wares.
You're welcome, Dr. Voice. Thank you very much. It's good to know Comedy Sports Milwaukee is on the Facebook. All right, let's check in now with FM. Which team got more votes for that round?
Oh, well, it looks like it's actually come back to me. And I'll tell you who got more votes. It's your Dendrites, bringing the score to 10 to the Dendrites to 0 to the Sparklers. Still 0. Oh no.
All right, well, that's all right because we are now in the second half of this evening's match, and the Sparklers are notoriously a second half team. Let's check in with Captain Allstetter. Captain Allstetter, your team is behind, but that means you can challenge the Dendrite team to any head-to-head game of your devising.
Mega replay.
Ooh, you've been challenged to a mega replay. Do you accept?
I do now.
That's good, because it'll work out much better that way. We have the game of Mega Replay. Now, what's going to happen in the game of Mega Replay is we are going to see a short scene that's going to last approximately 1 minute. The scene will be performed by the Sparkler team, and it's going to be about, let's get the last gift that you got for somebody. All right, start typing that in the chat. The last thing that you bought for somebody as a gift. Put that in the chat. Now, the Sparkler scene will be, like I said, approximately 1 minute. And the reason it's so short is that you will be seeing the same scene replayed over and over again by each of the teams in a different set of endowments. So we're going to see different variations on the same scene throughout this game. At the end of this game, we are going to, again, come to you guys, and your votes will determine which team you thought did better in the round of Mega Replay. So, and now I know we'll check in with Dr. Voice. We'll just leave FM out of this. See, we don't need him, but we do need him right now. Actually, FM, what are people suggesting for that last gift?
Thank you, Mark. We got some great suggestions coming in. William, Spirited Away, Bento Box. Chris gave us essential oils. Oh, Leah, baseball glove. Let's see, toenail clippers for Smishy. Oh, it's about time, Smishy. Let's go with Brandon. Brandon gave us a cucumber.
A cucumber, all right. It's a gift for all seasons, really. So we have a cucumber for the scene. The Sparklers, again, will be doing the setup scene. Now, before we set up the Sparklers scene, let's also have you guys start typing in some emotions and some foreign dialects into the chat, because we're going to use those for our next set of replays. So you can start typing in some emotions and some foreign dialects. We are going to, meanwhile, watch the Sparklers do a 1 minute setup scene about a cucumber. Sparklers, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Cheryl, I've sliced these cucumbers to place on your eyes to, help with the dark circles that I'm seeing.
Yeah, it seems as though you'd like me to relax at the same time as I'm working and toiling in the garden, Janine.
Oh. I saw that, and it looks really good. I invited a friend over, and we're just gonna really put our feet up and enjoy some of those delicious vegetables that you're growing.
Hey, Janine.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Rebecca.
Man, you've got him working hard, but those vegetables look delicious.
If no one's gonna help me, then everyone should just go, okay? I'm sick of being watched while I toil.
Well, we're giving you tips.
Like, you missed a row over there on your left.
Okay, that is time for the setup scene. You missed a row over there on your left. We'll never know how that really resolves. But we're going to check in with FM now. For the Dendrites, let's get some of those foreign dialects, first of all.
Oh, certainly. We got some good ones here. Yeah, Sue gave us Scottish.
Scottish.
We got Liverpool from William.
Liverpudlian.
Yes. And Leah gave us Vulcan.
Vulcan. All right, so we have Scottish, Vulcan, and Liverpool, Liverpudlian accent. Those are the 3 foreign dialects. Now they will speak English for all of them. Actually, all of those are pretty much English-based. They're. I'm just speaking more than I need to. They're gonna speak English, but with those accents controlling the delivery of their lines. So this is an accent replay by the Dendrites. Dendrites, begin.
Hello, I have a couple of cucumbers here for your eyes. For all the dark circles that are under, I see you working hard.
I see that you would wish for me to submit myself to some form of relaxation, except for me being to be Vulcan, I do not succumb to any sort of stress levels at all. I have deduced a slight calculation, and now your whole fields are already done.
Well, I just noticed you're toiling over these vegetables. I don't want you to stress yourself. Here, come on, sit at my table.
Stress is a human emotion. We Vulcans do not feel.
Oh dear, this is not going well. Maybe Rebecca can help. Yes, there you are, Rebecca. Hello.
Yes. For you to be here in my presence, it is quite overwhelming. I require that both of you leave with most haste and never to return again.
Oh dear. We love watching the toiling.
That would be most wonderful. I'm Leonard Nimoy.
All right, that is time for the accent replay. I think we had some technical difficulties over there. It was not an oops, I'm muted foul. There's actually something going on with the feed there, so apologies. We'll get that sorted, though. We have emotions now for the sparklers. Let's get some different emotions.
Oh, definitely, Mark. Chris gave us paranoid. We've got
Paranoid?
Agitated by Brandon.
Agitated?
And Sue would like to see a little bit of lust.
So, all right, let's cater to Sue. All right, no, that's fine. Paranoid, agitated, and lust. Now, each of the 3 players will take on one of those 3 different emotions and replay the same scene. Now, while you guys are just hanging out, give me also some different high school cliques. And then give me some numbers. Maybe just give me a number between 2 and 10. How about that? Some high school cliques and a number between 2 and 10. Throw those in there and we'll see what FM sorts out next. We have to see that emotional replay by the sparklers. So emotions, sparklers, begin.
Cheryl, I just sliced a cucumber. You can lay the slices on your eyes.
Okay, honestly, that's perfect if you want to do that. All right. But I'm working here, okay? You can do whatever you want, and I'm just going to keep doing what I want because that's the whole game we're playing here.
I will just sit back because I invited a friend over.
Oh my God. Janine, do whatever you want at this point. You're the worst roommate I've had in any recent existence, and I remember them all.
Cheryl, you remember Rebecca now?
Oh, I remember you. I looked you up on the internet. I know everything about you to make sure that I knew that you weren't a spy. And hi.
Spit it out, why don't you?
Just have a seat. We're gonna sample some lettuce.
These vegetables could be good, but do they have this spray on them, or the fluoride, or the whatever the government does to mind control us with our produce?
What are you even thinking about?
My safety, your safety, our welfare.
They're all organic.
Are you sure? I see you washing them. You missed a row over to the left. You missed.
If no one's gonna do any work around here, then just get out.
I can smell the work being done.
Okay, that's time for the emotional replay. And when you can smell the work, that's about time there. So let's check in with FM and let's see. For the Dendrites, let's get some of those high school clicks.
Yeah, we got some good ones. Everyone has great suggestions here. I randomly grabbed a couple. We got Jocks from Brandon.
Jocks.
We have Peggy with Cheerleader.
Cheerleaders.
And Drama Nerds from William.
Drama Nerds. All right, so Jocks, Cheerleaders, Drama Nerds. Each of the Dendrite players will take on one of those three different high school cliques. Dendrites, begin.
Hey, yo, Cheryl. You know, I got some cucumbers here. You know, I only eat protein, so this was left on my plate. I thought I could help you with the baggage under your eyes and all of that.
Oh, it's so hot out here, but I'm ready to work. W-O-R-O-K. Yes, I am.
All right, the only work I do is lifting weights, so I'm okay with you toiling these vegetables and all the farming and agriculture.
Oh, really? Are you sure? I think maybe you could do this. You with those mighty muscles and that singular pec.
Oh, well, yeah, I do have the unipack there. Hey, I heard you invited Rebecca over?
Rebecca, oh yes. Oh, she's so pretty. I want to be just like her. Never mind, give me the hoe. Give me the hoe.
Hello, it is I, Rebecca. That's spelled with 2 A's. Mwah.
Good to see you here.
I know, it's really good to see me. Thank you.
Hey.
Okay. Wait, everybody. We are going to do this together. And all right. I need you to get on the left side of the period, Rebecca and Julianne, come over here. We are going to build a massive hoe. One giant hoe that is going to reach across this field, and we're going to bring in everyone. Who's ready for some team spirit?
So beautiful.
I don't know if the guys should let me see this. They should see me doing this.
You have such vision. I don't know how you missed that row.
I think we lost Dave there, so that's time for the high school click replay. Let's check in with FM and get one of those numbers, just one of the numbers, whichever number you thought was the most numbery.
Oh, well, I will give a quick shout out. Brandon gave us pi, of course, a favorite number, but let's go with 4. Ashley and Peggy gave us 4.
All right, so let's do this as this next scene as a performance of 4-year-old children. All right, so 4-year-old children performing for you like a kindergarten play, and let's get a couple more suggestions going in the chat. See if we can get some blockbuster movies that you think everybody has likely seen, and blockbuster movie, and then some theater styles as well. So let's get those going in the chat. In the meantime, we are going to see a play done by the 4-year-old Sparkler team. So a play of 4-year-old players. begin.
Cheryl, I don't like cucumbers, so I cut it up in all sorts of pieces. You can put them on your eyes and run around.
I am gonna work in the garden, for the.
Cheryl, gardens are where we grow our food, and you are working very hard to grow food for us. Cheryl, don't worry. Your friend is coming here. Your friend Rebecca. She will come here and you will stop crying when you see her.
I have juice box. My mom gave me juice box.
Oh.
Get your own mom.
I work in the garden, and I do the work because I'm the daddy. That's what my daddy says at home.
Cheryl.
It's okay.
Cheryl, that is sexist, and I don't approve of that.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we don't approve.
Whoa.
Cheryl, you should run from this play.
You missed a weed. Weeds over there.
Rebecca, I think Cheryl has more important lessons to learn about how to treat others.
Someone on stage pooped their pants, and I just wanted someone to know about that.
Okay, that's time for the 4-year-old replay. So that was a wonderful performance by our 4-year-old sparklers. Let's check in with our FM one more time here, and let's see. Do we have a blockbuster movie for the Dendrites?
Oh, we certainly do. Let's go ahead and give them Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. All right. So now this same scene is going to be done in the style of the blockbuster movie Forrest Gump. All right, Dendrites, blockbuster replay, begin.
All right, Cheryl, look. I lost my legs. Now I'm gonna make sure you're comfortable, so I got these cucumbers for you.
Gee there, Lieutenant Dan. I did not mean to upset you like this.
Look, all right, look, you were right about the shrimp boat, okay? So now I'm following you with this whole vegetable thing. Just please listen to me and try to pay attention to everybody else.
Lieutenant Dan used to call me a hoe, but I don't know why he did that. I am not a gardening tool.
Okay, well, Rebecca is coming over. I know that she's your childhood sweetheart, so maybe that'll convince you to take more care of yourself. All right.
Hi. I can't stay very long because pretty soon I've got to run far, far away like a bird. Far, far away.
My goodness, you are the most prettiest thing I have ever seen.
Thank you, Forrest. You missed a row. I don't feel well.
You should have left me there.
Okay, that is time for the blockbuster replay done by the Dendrite team. Let's get for the sparklers one of those theater styles.
All right, let's go with musical.
Musical. All right, that's always fun for me to watch. Let's watch the same scene done as a Broadway-style musical. Players, begin.
Click, click. I'm working in the garden, that's what I do. I'm working in the garden and you should too. You're my roommate and that's what roommates do. You're working in the garden and I should too.
Cheryl! Your eyes look puffy as you're working. I sliced up some cucumbers, put them on there. Then maybe you'd have friends like I do. Her name's Rebecca now.
I'm so happy to be here. Let's watch him garden and have some cheer.
Listen, far and near. If you're not gonna do the work, get out of here. That's right, ladies, just go, 'cause I'm the only lady who works that hoe.
You missed a row.
And Cheryl is you. And Rebecca Na is secretly in love with you. That's the big reveal of this show. It's Nick Live, and you can look at my toe. Musical garden with my two bros.
Woo!
Cheryl, Rebecca, Na, and me.
Okay, that is time for the musical, and that is also time for the game of Mega Replay. Let's give both teams a round of applause. Wave of the fingers, show your appreciation in the chat, and start voting right now for which team you thought did a better job in the game of Mega Replay. Was it the Sparklers in red, or was it the Dendrites in blue? You need to vote for one of those teams now. Vote only once. Do not double vote. Shame on you for even thinking it. But vote. Get that vote in there, and let's check in with Dr. Voice. Dr. Voice, do we have any other announcements to make?
Why, Mark? Of course we do! Are you watching this on YouTube right now? Well, yeah, you are, because that's where we're broadcasting to. You could subscribe to us on YouTube. That way you won't miss any of these live shows. You could also join us here in chat and give us those suggestions. So much fun to be had here on YouTube. Oh!
That is amazing. Not only is ComedySportz Milwaukee on the Facebook, but they're also on the YouTube. That is fantastic. So thank you very much, the Dr. Voice. Let's check in with the FM right now. FM, or no, we're not checking in with FM. Forget about it. Dr. Voice, stay with me.
Yeah, get out of here, FM. I've got this covered only because you wrote me and told me the correct answer. Thanks for that, by the way.
You got it.
And your winner is your Sparklers. That brings
Sparklers get 5 points for that round, so the score is now what, Dr. Voice?
5 for the Sparklers, 10 to the Dendrites. They are coming back.
All right, so they are on the comeback trail. Sparklers still trail by 5 points, though, so let's get both captains at center field one more time. Captain Allstetter, your team is still behind, but narrowing the gap. You get to issue a last chance challenge to the Dendrite team.
Well, we really want to win. So we challenge the blue team to a brand new pun game called Fight.
All right, you've been challenged to a SmackDown-style fight. Dendrites, do you accept?
He's gonna beat me up if I say no. So
That's
yes.
true. It is a fight. So, the game of SmackDown Fight goes like this. This is a pun-based game. I need you to start typing in different suggestions into the chat right away. So these can be occupations of somebody in your family or just fun occupations. They can be celebrities. They can be objects. They can be articles of clothing. They can be items of food. They can be whatever noun your heart desires. They can be an abstract concept. It doesn't matter to me. Just get them typed in there. FM is going to pick out 2 of those things, and they are going to engage in a battle. And the players will raise their hand and say, I saw a fight between, and they'll give those 2 things. And then I'll say who won, and the players will provide a punchline. So for example, if you gave me like a banana and a fisherman, it could be, I saw a fight between a banana and a fisherman. And then I'll say, who won? And then the player would say something like, oh, the fisherman did. They got a really bad right hook. So it is a pun achievement game. So we throw the groaner fowl out of the game of SmackDown Fight. And now, if I thought they were a good pun, I will give a toot on the whistle, and the team that told it will receive 2 points. If I thought it was bad, as judged by me and my vast reservoir of comedy knowledge, I will go or I might just say nothing at all, but neither team will receive points in that case. Dr. Voice, can you keep track of the good jokes for me?
Of course I can, Mark.
All right, so the Sparklers are down by 5 points. That means they need 3 more good jokes than the Dendrites to win this evening's match. Let's check in with FM now. We need you now, FM. What are our first 2 suggestions for this battle?
Oh, definitely. We've got a penguin and a gardener.
A penguin and a gardener. And don't forget to keep those suggestions coming. Just as you think of them, put them in the chat, and FM will continue to pull them throughout the game. So we have a penguin and a gardener. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, I just short-term memory is not there. So players, penguin and a gardener for our Fight Smackdown. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin. Alicia.
Oh, I saw a fight between a penguin and a gardener.
Who won?
Well, not the gardener, not the penguin, because he was like, what'll we do?
Julie.
I saw a fight between a penguin and a gardener.
Who won?
The gardener, he just planted him.
All right, Dave.
I saw a fight between a penguin and a gardener.
Who won?
The penguin did. He clocked him right on the chin strap.
All right, Dernberg.
I saw a fight between a penguin and a gardener.
Who won?
Oh, the gardener. The penguin tried this one move, but just wouldn't fly.
Kittleson.
I saw a fight between a penguin and a gardener.
Who won?
The penguin. It was a slow fight because the penguin kept egging him on.
All right, Deborah.
Yeah, I saw a fight between a penguin and a gardener.
Who won?
The gardener. He was so much better than the penguin.
So I got it. Dave.
I saw a fight between a penguin and a gardener.
Who won?
The penguin. Man, he was ice cold.
Ooh. All right, let's switch it up and check in with FM again. FM, give us 2 more suggestions.
All right, we'll go with The Rock versus a candy maker.
The Rock versus a candy maker. All right, so we have The Rock versus the candy maker in our next SmackDown fight. Players, begin. Dave.
I saw a fight between The Rock and a candy maker.
Who won?
The Rock pulled it out right at the end, but that's only because the candy maker started waning.
All right, Julie.
I saw a fight between The Rock and a candy maker.
Who won?
Oh, The Rock. He had that candy maker just moaning.
Oh, man, that was a stretch, but I like it. I appreciate it. Dernberg.
I saw a fight between The Rock and a candy maker.
Who won?
The candy maker. He really chewed up The Rock.
Julie.
I saw a fight between The Rock and a candy maker.
Who won?
Oh, the candy maker. He caned him.
Ooh, ouch. All right, Michael Kittleson.
I saw a fight between The Rock and a candy maker.
Oh, who won?
The candy maker. He had the gumption.
Dave.
I saw a fight between The Rock and the candy maker.
Who won?
Candy maker did. He cheated. Kicked him right in his Johnson.
Ooh, ouch. Alicia.
I saw a fight between a rock and a candy maker.
Who won?
The Rock. The candy maker is actually more of a rapper.
All right, let's switch it up again. FM, give us 2 more suggestions for our next SmackDown fight.
Oh, certainly. A quick one here. Let's do Tiny Tim versus a barber.
Tiny Tim versus a barber. All right, so our next SmackDown is Tiny Tim versus a barber. Let's start with Julie.
I saw a fight between Tiny Tim and a barber.
Who won?
Well, Tiny Timmy got him in his tulips.
Nice. Kittleson.
I saw a fight between Tiny Tim and a barber.
Who won?
The barber, and in the nick of time.
That's close. Deborah.
I saw a fight between Tiny Tim and a barber.
Who won?
Tiny Tim, he beat the dickens out of him.
Ow! Ow! All right, Kittleson.
I lost it. I saw a fight between Tiny Timothyella and a barber.
Who won?
The barber, because he got a stool so he could raise her.
Oh, Alicia.
I saw a fight between Tiny Tim and a barber.
Who won?
Tiny Tim hit him with his tip toe.
Nice. All right, Dernberg.
I saw a car race between Tiny Tim and a barber.
Oh, who won?
Tiny Tim did. He forced the barber off the road in his car and crashed it.
All right, let's go one more round. FM, give me 2 more suggestions, please.
Oh, sure. We got Pirates and Pizza.
Pirates and Pizza. Very alliterative battle here. Pirates and Pizza players. Julie.
I saw a fight between pirates and pizza.
Who won?
Oh, almost the pizza, but the pirates gave them a run for their money.
All right. Alicia.
I saw a fight between pirates and pizza.
Who won?
The pizza delivered.
Dave.
I saw a professional fight between pirates and pizza.
Who won?
Pizza did. Won a lot of dough.
Okay, and that is time for the game of SmackDown Fight. That is also time for this evening's match. So before we reveal our final score, give both teams one more round of applause, wave of the fingers, show your appreciation in the chat. Let's also thank our FM, our field manager, Mr. Mike Cal, for hanging in there, getting the suggestions, and just surviving my barrage of meanness here. And also our Dr. Voice, Mr. Jack Packard, for keeping score and keeping me in check throughout this evening's match. So give them a round of applause as well. And now, to heighten the suspense, get a drum roll going on your laps or whatever's around, wherever you're sitting. Just drum on it. Drum on it. Feel the pulse of the rhythm in your fingers. Become one with the drumming.
The sweet sound of drums compel you to think of all the puns that happened. Were the Sparklers able to come from behind and defeat the Dendrites? The answer is no! Your winner is the Dendrites with 20 to the Sparklers with 18. What a well-fought match, everyone. And thanks, everyone, for coming to Comedy Sports. This has been our live show here on YouTube. Let's take a moment and say goodbye to all of our players. Like Julie Ferris Tillman. Nope, that was Deborah. I clicked the wrong button. There's Julie. Bye, Julie. Michael Kittleson and Alicia Altstetter. And now let's say goodbye to our winning Dendrites, like Deborah Stencil, Mike Dernberg, and Dave Wirtz. And of course, let's say goodbye now to our referee for tonight's match, Mark the Biscuit Redlick. And thanks everyone for coming. What a fantastic night.